igwebe salokulawula abamhlophe belungu igama lodwa engazenhlungwana amanye amakhaba ezingqeqeleni. Wena wendlu wena wendodeni ophaphe ekhanda kamendabelomntomesi engathi akhalulila uthi igula likade machithekile lachithwe endala yakithi amalandela ube nesibindi ubuthelezi ngokhuthazelela umntakandaba bemthwa bemcokofula bethi uzwelithini kakubusa bethi kakubankosi bamgqama futhi empepho yakithi kwamalandela usodidase inkwenkcene kandaba lenedidema ibala phikelelwe ensizwa bophema kwaZulu ephelele ngamandla lozimafokophela lolowe insizwa bezikilikana lengabende bezingwe lobesivunyama lologijima engadlelande yabangaluveka dodamulontatha lapha emandebeleni nani mandebele noguqandelile ngenabona izinyane ngelesilo sikandaba lolohlambizanda ngamakhanda amadoda wathola kumhlabanela bekwagcwela ifunda zomfula zokana esinye somkhuze esinye sothukela bagunda lahlala ezikhwetheni lapho kanongoma gijimani ngazela zokana nobekela abangabezwa lithi ikhulu lezalanyela zifanisa lendlovu emnyama nyasobhalula eyisoshisa zikhotha ezakwanongoma inkonye encedaba ekhona phezulu egazini babethoyise noyise mkhulu hawu ngasithanda uyahlola bandibona abahlolayo tule bandengodonga kwabheka uzulu imvukuzane kandaba nenemvukuzo ubusuku yazabona omame ngasemadibeleni ubheja lodla bakayise phume esimda kandaba kathi bekufanela kungalozinde ekagabeni.
Close, order, merge. Move to the left hand.
Order.
Left hand, left. Quick, march.
Bangasoyisa abantu beseleza ngokuziguqula kuphela esikulini kanti yakho umntakandaba indashaka ngokutepintoni kwazamazama emisibhotha indovene ebatha babamhlophe belungu umgudo bombo obheke endlukulwanongoma yethi indlukulweni ukwanyuka ebhasta amatimade yabakazanzini eledwa babeyoginqithupha epintoni bendaba ngeke ubuse owakaqini ukasalawasa inkomo esengayifiyo usa intontonga inkomo ethandwa sibawu sukweduzwa umntambo nabo yakhulelwa walufulathela bambona phindika bakhulumisile uthwethwe lafana emabhumini bakwazonda ukubhuda benogwashakwasha ziyazigomntanda kuyikhe emakhalana bayisaluswa ngwena sezaluswa indondo yakithwakathe okuthandayo thunulukovuthwe ngenala endlini kwakathayiza mjokobhane vume ngentabudla amadoda nanolephothonqonqasocishini magwazo shayinza qumbu ibekhathe omatha ngetiti ubazolo masiwabhule lapho kamgilijema yashini wayiqala ngesinqa wabasebungelethwele idowo lendunkulu zihlangu simagapha yebosinamanxeba sagutha ayivuna umntakandaba yesomise ngegama unto bakulangazi inkosi nyakithenaleni yashawutha ushampioni ngumahlathi zephandaba umthene kajabohla busamila waselendlunkulu yakwathi ushiye umveleli kaphesheya umzali kosikhwa ngamangwana ubhesha sisemntakandaba yoqoqelongu amakhosi wena wendlovu wena wendlovu ayethe
Members and guests, may we all rise for the singing of the national anthem.
Is
His Majesty the King, Misuzulu Kazwelithini, Ndlula Mithi kaZulu, Indlunkulu, nabantwana bonke basendlunkulu namakhosi, the guests that have been invited, judiciary, diplomatic corps, the members of the legislature of KwaZulu-Natal, good morning. I will now go to the announcement first, items of announcement. The sitting has been called in terms of Rule 10.1A of the Standing Rules of the Legislature to allow His Majesty the King to address the legislature. Before I invite His Majesty to come forward to address us, I have one more announcement to make in relation to the precincts of the legislature. It is noted that Section 2 of the Powers, Privileges and Immunities of Parliament and Provincial Legislatures Act of 2004 provides as follows regarding the precincts of the legislature. On 2.1, the precincts of Parliament is the area of land and every building or part of a building under Parliament's control, including A, the chambers in which the proceedings of the houses are conducted, and the galleries and lobbies of the chambers. B, every part of the building in which the chambers are situated, and every forecourt, yard, garden, enclosure, or open space appurtenant thereto. C, committee rooms and other meeting places provided or used primarily for Parliament's purposes. And D, every other building or part of a building provided or used in connection with the proceedings of Parliament while so used, insofar as it may be necessary for the achievement of the objects of this Act. In a case where a house or committee convenes beyond the seat of Parliament, this Act applies as if the premises where the house or committee is sitting were within the precincts of the Parliament. It is hereby confirmed that the official address of the legislature shall take place here at the Woodburn Stadium today on Thursday, the 27th, and also the SOPA tomorrow, Friday, the 28th of February, 2025. It is noted that in terms of people, and thus by operation of law, the precinct of the legislature includes every area of land and every building or part of a precinct under the legislature's control. Nevertheless, it is hereby confirmed that for purposes of the official address of the KZN legislature 2025 on 27th and 28th February, the area under the control of the legislature and thus the precincts of the legislature will include the Woodburn Stadium, any building immediately surrounding the Woodburn Stadium that has been designated for use by the legislature during the opening, the immediate surrounding area designated for parking and other purposes, and the area surrounding the Woodburn Stadium that may be cordoned off for the purpose of the opening. I trust that members will find this to be in order. I now have the pleasure of inviting His Majesty the King to come forward and address the legislature. Bayede sinikezela kuwena.
Bayede wena ubuzela ukhanda libanza kokamathathele mveni ngenetshela mfanele buthelezi kwathi ayivele bafani ngangena ekhaya jangena ekhaya yofika izonithole insingize kandaba yona bangeleza uphendula umbunaka ithemnengene itshelete phezulu benengene nabona ngodwandwa nabona ngamathembu kodwa bakithembudu banomozelela abathemba kwithesandeni babelikhwezela babeshawa isasilo senqozi inkomo zenkosi silesimaphundo sibaphumulela sifanele vubi yakithothuke hlangana makhosi wena wendlovu wena wendlovu
Thank you so much. You may take a seat. I'd like to greet everyone this morning. How would like to welcome our former president, Uzuma Malala, Phakamise, our Premier KwaZulu-Natal, Mpemba, Phakamise ngokukhulu ukuhlonipha uDlunkulu wakwaLinda Zulu. Ngiphakamise ngokukhulu ukuhlonipha uNdlunkulu Mdolomba, umntwana umukelile, nabo bonke abantwana abakhona, indlunkulu yonke ethe yangiphelezele ngubaba engumkhulu bami, abafowethu nodadewethu abazabami, indlunkulu endala. Ngiyathokoza nabesile ukuthi nibe nathi kulesi sishayamthetho. Ngibingelele futhi ngokukhulu ukuhlonipha our Deputy Minister, Honorable N. Gina, Deputy Chairman of NAFCOP, NCOP, Honorable Governor, members of the Executive Council, honorable members of National Parliament and NCOP, Deputy Speaker of the Eastern Cape Legislature, Honorable V. Jali, honorable members of the Provincial Legislature present, Acting Judge President Mhlonishwa Nkosi, former Premier Umama Dube Mncube, Honorable former Premier S. Zigalala, and also our former Premier Mkhono Macingwane, and also, surprisingly, all the premiers are here that have sat on this seat. Ubaba Ndebele. Let's counting Ubabu Umdlalose, who is late. May God bless his soul. Members of the diplomatic corps, Mayor of Nduze Municipal, Local Municipal, Councillor M. Tabola, Mayor, Speaker, Deputy Mayors, and Councillors present, Nina Besilo, amakhosi akhona phakathi kwethu, izinduna, abefundisi abakhona, osomabhizinisi abaphakathi kwethu, abezomthetho, abaphethe umthetho ukuvikela izwe, all protocol observed. For the respect of the province, I would like to do my speech in Zulu, but because of the diversity that we have in the province, English is the best way to communicate to all of us at the same time. Ngoba angikhulumi namaZulu odwa nina besilo. Asihlezi sodwa kulelizwe. Khona abafowethu abamhlophe nabanye abasuka eNdiya. We are a very interesting rainbow nation. First and foremost, I wish to acknowledge the leadership of my Premier Ubaba Mpemba, particularly in his commitment to recognize and in the strengthening of traditional leadership and institutions. When he came before me to introduce his cabinet, Mpemba made a solemn promise, one that spoke to the heart of our heritage and governance. He pledged that his administration would bring change, that the voices of Amakhosi would not be sidelined, but rather given a rightful place at the table of governance. As assured to me, that were the promises he made to me. Madam Speaker, the recent devastation caused by the floods is a stark reminder to the challenges we face as a nation. While it is undeniable that the climate change plays a significant role in the role of these disasters, we must also reflect on the way our land is settled and developed. I have observed the great concern in the areas under leadership of Amakhosi, as well as in uncertain urban settlements. Homes are being built too close to the roads and too close to water streams, placing our people's lives in grave danger. This is an issue that demands urgent, decisive action. I therefore call upon the Honorable Premier to convene a high-level submission on climate change and potential planning. This gathering must bring together all Amakhosi and Izinduna who are entrusted with the stewardship of our land so that we may find lasting solution to safeguard our people and our province. I too shall be present at the summit to foresee a great danger looming over our province if we do not act swiftly. The time to act is now, with wisdom, unity, to protect our land and future generations. May wisdom guide us in a noble endeavor. Madam Speaker, in my inaugural address as Zulu King and Monarch of KwaZulu-Natal, I made a solemn commitment to stand as a shield for the women and children, to use my voice and my position to protect the most vulnerable in our society. I firmly believe that gender-based violence and femicide are among the greatest obstacles to achieve true equality, dignity, and justice for women, girls, and children. Working alongside civil society organizations, I have championed campaigns aimed at eradicating the scourge of our communities. Yet, despite our collective efforts, I must express my deep disappointment that we are not winning this battle. Women, girls, and children continue to live in fear in our province. Too many have suffered unspeakable brutality, rape, violation, and murder in the acts of inhumane that shame all of us. This is not the society our ancestors envisioned. It is not the future we dare leave for the generations to come. We must do more. We must stand united, traditional leaders, government, civil society, and every citizen, to say with one voice, enough is enough. The time for rhetoric has passed. It is the time for action, for justice, and for the full weight of our laws and traditions to be used to protect those who cannot protect themselves. We will not relent in this fight. I call upon all of us to renew our commitment to ending this crisis. Let us act, let us protect, let us heal. Madam Speaker, the issue of crime has become one of the biggest problems in our province. One which needs the attention of traditional leadership together with Parliament. As we move along, in my conclusion, I today would like to put everyone at ease about the issue of Itala, the issue of Yengonyama Trust, because deep within my soul and in my heart, I feel that these can be resolved. My speech today is not one of the long speeches. In my conclusions, I wish to repeat what is said in this house last year. All the good things we are planning will come to naught if we do not change our approach. As residents of KwaZulu-Natal province, we are a family, and a family of different shades, as I mentioned earlier. Our diversity is not a fault. It is an opportunity to know, understand, teach, accept one another. Let us unite in our diversity and work together for the betterment of our province. As residents of KwaZulu-Natal, we must go beyond tolerance and acceptance to one another. We must accept that while we are different, we are a family. As the head of the Crown, I stand ready to assist this country in this journey under all initiatives to develop the people of KwaZulu-Natal. As I carry on, the issue of encouragement, our education system, I would like to applaud this province after all the results, especially from matric last year. Well done. Keep it up. I'd like to give South Africa confidence that in the midst of all what is happening around the world, we must not feel as if we are being underdone because maybe Donald Trump has stopped his funding. We can survive without Donald Trump. In this matter, Madam Speaker, I would like to say my deepest heart feelings for the victims who just recently passed in the recent floods. But as I know, our emergency institutions will do what they have to do. It is an issue of human settlements and where we put those people after they have been relocated from their homes which have been damaged by the floods. As I close, I would like to thank all the institutions from Parliament to NGOs and churches as we all gather here today, that you all have my support. I will do all I can or all I have in my power to assist every institution through my office, which is under the Office of the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal. In this regard, Madam Speaker, I would like to thank everyone here today for coming. I think as I speak, everyone heard as I passed through the words which I just put in phrases for a short time, because I don't go into details, only the Premier goes into details when it comes to governance and figures and so on. I don't mention figures. Ngalokhu nina besilo, ngithi ngithokoza kakhulu, ngiyazi ukuthi niyibonile nemihlangano ekethe yabakhona mhla ka-24 kuyo lenyanga la sihlangene khona ngamakhosi sibhunga kanye nondunankulu bami ukuthi singabambisana kanjani indlela eya phambili nohulumeni. Lokhu kumele sikhumbuzane ukuthi nina besilo, uhulumeni uyadinga ukuthi siwubambise ngoba nathi siwuhulumeni ngokwethu. Uma silahla lo hulumeni siyobe siyilahla thina. Ngalamazwi ngibonga kakhulu kubo bonke MEC nazo zonke iziphathimandla kulo hulumeni omusha. Ngiyazi ukuthi kunzima kangakanani kusha, kodwa indlela enikubambe ngakho ninginikeza ithemba. Lena besilo angisho ukuthi ngithini, kodwa ngisemva kwenu ngalokhu ngizonibambisa nami. No one said it's going to be easy. It's going to be a challenge, and we need to face that challenge. Sonke isizwe sibheke kuthina ukuthi sizokwenza ubulungiswa nokufanele uma sibambisene nobukhosi. Ukugcizelela ubukhosi abubandlulula umuntu, zonke izizwe nalaba bomdabu uma bezizwa ukuthi bangamaZulu nabo bamukelekile bengeza ezigodlweni, bayalwazi usiko lokufika nokuzokhonza enkosini ukuthi lume kanjani. Ngalamazwi nina besilo ngibonga kuyo yonke indlunkulu, ngibonga kini nonke nithena hlanganisa lo msebenzi omhle kangaka. Ngiyabonga ukuthi iPhalamende lisaqhubeka nosiko lokuthi lolu suku lwanamhlanje luqhubeke nakuba sekuhlezi esinye isilo esihlalweni. Nikuhloniphe lokho, siyidlunkulu siyisizwe, siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi nisaqhubeka lokho okukhomba khona ukuthi sisabambisene. Madam Speaker, ngibonga kakhulu kukaningi wehla wenyuka uza kumina indlela ende kangaka kwaNongoma. Uza necabinet yominisa ngazi kahle ukuthi nibhizi kangakanani, kodwa beninikeza ithuba lokuthi nize kimi sihlanganise ukukhuluma noma ngabe isimo sinjani. I would like to congratulate you on that one. Thank you very much. Madam Speaker, today brings new hope, new confidence to the people of KwaZulu-Natal, when also tomorrow the Premier will be delivering